Let me just say, I really believe the people in this room represent an essential and growing part of the free flow of information in America. You know, our founders did not put the freedom of the press in the First Amendment because they got good press, right? They put the freedom of press in the First Amendment because free and independent press is the only check on government power in real time. A free and independent press is the essence of the ability to limit government. I think it was Colonel McCormick at the Chicago Tribune who said famously that the mission of that newspaper was to provide, and I'll paraphrase, to provide that check on government power that no written constitution can ever provide. The role that you all have played, the role that my old profession of talk radio has played, is setting the stage for an extraordinary comeback of conservative values in 2010 and 2012. Barney Frank said famously recently, he said, we don't just want to expand the size of government, we want to expand the reach of government in every area. And I paraphrase, but it was essentially that. No, he said the role of government we want to expand in every area. Just an extraordinary statement. In a country that was built on the principles of limited government, personal responsibility, entrepreneurial capitalism. Those who now hold the levers of power in the Congress and in the White House, I believe, see the national government as the driving force in America. This isn't any more about debates over actuarial perfection, one program over another. This is over what kind of country we are. This is over whether or not we're going to be a country that's built on limited government and on the ideas of personal responsibility and entrepreneurial capitalism, or whether or not we're going to shift to the kind of nanny state, European-style socialist vision of many that hold the levers of power today. But I'm going to tell you what, men and women, Republicans took their lumps in 2006 and again in 2008 to some extent. And I'm here to tell you right now, this team on the floor of the House of Representatives is coming together and coming back to conservative values like nothing I've ever seen. I mean, not one single Republican voted for the President's so-called stimulus bill. Not one single Republican voted for the President's budget that'll double the national debt in 5 years and triple it in 10. Very few Republicans voted for the national energy tax, and only one Republican voted for this government takeover of health care. Our team is coming together. They're in the fight. They're on the air. They're taking their message to the American people on everything from Facebook to Twitter, and it's all about returning to our roots of fiscal discipline, limited government, and reform. And I'm excited about that.
Can you tell us how many states you think are in play for the November elections?
Well, I'd have to refer you to, for the latest information, to the Republican National Committee. But, you know, I'm somebody that really believes what Massachusetts taught us is that every state's in play in 2010. The American people are tired of the borrowing, the spending, the bailouts, the takeovers. And you're seeing men and women who are committed to conservative principles standing up for election in all 50 states of this country.
How much effect do you think media coverage can have on the turnout of the election?
Well, Abraham Lincoln said, give the people the facts and the republic will be saved. And I think that the free flow of information to the public about what's going on here in Washington, D.C., with runaway deficits, with big government schemes like the cap and trade bill or the government takeover of health care, making all of that information available to the American people, they'll know what to do if they have the information, have the facts. It's vital.